What's going on, passive income superstars? Ontarian Hawkins here, and today, guys, I want to give you a quick update of what I'm doing moving forward with specific strategies when it comes to business success. Now, in this particular group that you're in right now, I share a lot of hours of marketing, and not only that, I share marketing strategies. I share different angles when it comes to growing a successful business. All right, and here in just a second, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to turn my screen around and show you the diagram that you need to follow in order to be successful. The online business world can be very intimidating. I remember when I first came online that it seemed overwhelming. What is the secret? What's the real secret to success? And once you find those secrets and once you kind of unlock the key, it's all about implementing those strategies. The hardest part for people to grasp is this idea of long-term success. And you need to have, in order to have long-term success, you need to have short-term success. It all goes together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you, actually, let me back up and say this. There's some things, some marketing strategies inside of the file section. Okay, there's some marketing strategies inside of the file section that I'm going to be removing. Now, it all deals with the cash flow Rolodex strategy. Okay, the key here, guys, the key here with any business is, first of all, you need to have positive cash flow. All right. That comes in the form of consistent marketing. However you do it, that comes in the form of consistent marketing. All right. So if you don't have a steady cash flow coming in your business, then you're steady digging in your pockets, to pay your membership fees, or if you have fees in your business, you're paying those fees. Or just to stay afloat, you're digging into your bank account, into your pockets to stay afloat. Now, most businesses don't make it past a year because of this one entity right here, cash flow. Okay. Now, before, and if you've gone through my videos inside of my group, my marketing group here, I talk about cash flow Rolodex. All right. Now, most people when they come online, and I've talked to several people, and the main two questions I ask people who come online is this: what are your financial goals? What are you looking to make? And number two, which is the most important, do you have a marketing budget? Okay. The reason I ask, do you have a marketing budget, is most people will not go out there to create their own content, which in the end, it is a bit slower to get results from creating your own content. I'm talking about video marketing, blogging, building relationships on Facebook, Instagram, all your social media real estate out there. Most people, I'm going to say about 90% of people who start online will not go out there to create their own content in order to generate traffic and ultimately in order to generate a positive cash flow. So what needs to happen, excuse me, what needs to happen is the new person needs to see some type of results in the form of traffic, and better yet, in the form of cash flow within a 90-day span. The reason I say 90 days is because 90 days, if a new person especially does not make a dime online, if a new person does not make a dime online, they usually will quit. Okay, I've seen it over and over again. I still see it today. You can have the best business in the world. You can have the best business in the world, okay? But if a person is not accustomed to the training they need to get the right people into their business, or the right results, so to speak, if they're not making a dime, if they're not generating leads, if they're not, if they don't see some type of increase in their business in 90 days, then what happens is they end up quitting. Okay. Unfortunately, most people these days are wired to quit. I don't know why. Think about this. Think about when you went to college. All right, you paid all that money, thousands of dollars, to go to college. Now, there have been plenty of college dropouts. I'm a college dropout, and I did it really on purpose. Okay, I wanted to drop out of college so I can pursue my entrepreneur dreams. But most people will actually give up after paying thousands of dollars in college. They will give up. Now you got another sector of people who will actually, they pay the money, which is thousands of dollars for college, and they finish and get a degree. Okay. So the difference between the two, which I'm going to show you in just a second, is your mindset. It's your belief level in knowing that whatever you put your mind to do, you can do it, no matter the obstacles. Okay, no matter what the obstacles are, you can put your mind to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is show you the secrets to business success. Okay, I'm going to show you the secrets to business success. Hey, Gina and Fred, what's going on, guys? Lack of discipline. That's right, Gina. Lack of discipline is one of the reasons. Definitely, I definitely agree with that. And not only discipline, but they don't believe it can happen for them. If they see other people doing it, they may put themselves in a state of mind like, oh, they did it, they have more experience, they have a big list. I've been told that since I have a following on YouTube and everything, that's the reason that I'm making sales. And if a person would think for a second about that, years ago I didn't have this stuff. Years ago I didn't have I started out with no list, with no YouTube subscribers, with no Facebook followers. I started out scratch just like everybody else. So what's the difference? The difference is I decided to put in the work the night that I needed to do to make it happen. And that is a mindset. Now, before I turn my camera around here to my screen, I want to say this. Before, one of the strategies that I taught or that I teach in my training on my YouTube channel and also in this group is a cash flow Rolodex strategy. Excuse me. Cash flow Rolodex strategy. Now, that strategy, usually we are leveraging programs called revenue sharing programs. All right. Before we were leveraging revenue sharing programs. I'm here to tell you today that things are shifting. Things are shifting, and we are going to move away from revenue sharing programs. Okay. Now, there's one program in particular that I'm going to say right now that there's no reason at all that I'm not confident in this particular company as a whole. Okay, that particular company is FutureNet. Okay, FutureNet, Future Ad Pro. You hear me talking about that. You hear me talking about that a lot if you follow me on YouTube. That is the most solid system when it comes to the revenue sharing, social media, etc., etc. They have a lot going on in that business. However, the other ones that I talk about in the group, which I'm going to be taking out those trainings just to give you a heads up, in this Facebook group, I'm going to be taking out those trainings where I'm talking about my paying ads, my paying crypto ads, etc. Those are going to be removed. Okay, those are going to be removed. We're going to move forward with Future Ad Pro as a cash flow source and a marketing source. The reason and also I always say on my videos not to use revenue sharing programs as a standalone business. I stress that I don't know how many times. But however, most people who find these type of programs, they tend to want to make it their main income stream. You cannot do that, okay? Do not make revenue sharing programs your main income stream. You need a real business. You need a real business that you can build and that you can feel great about going to bed. You can feel good at night when you go to bed because you know your business is still working for you. But the leveraging that I show in my marketing strategy with the cash flow Rolodex strategy, I talked about revenue sharing programs because, you know, truth be told, I want to help people get into a positive cash flow in a very quickly. Remember, 90 days or less. That way they can have a cash flow coming in to market, to offset marketing costs, diversify, etc. That's all I've always taught that, okay? So moving forward, we're going to be moving away from the revenue sharing programs. I'm going to also leave the information about Future Ad Pro, FutureNet inside of the group, okay? So you're going to see those changes. But I want you to get to a place where you can start creating your own content and get to a place where you are consistently getting traffic to your business, paid traffic, set your marketing budget, and just make it happen, okay? You know, just say, hey, I'm gonna set aside $50 to $100 a month for traffic, and at the same time, you want to master at least one free marketing strategy that you can do every single day, okay? And my main one is YouTube, okay? So, with that said, let me go ahead and turn my camera around. So, what is the secret to business success? All right. So, the secret to business success. First of all, we talked about it before, Gina, just now. Mindset. This is the first thing you must have right here. Okay? You have to have mindset. The first thing that I really mastered when I first came online was my mind. I knew it was going to be a change of my mind because I was coming from working in corporate America in a clock in, clock out setting where I was used to getting paid like clockwork every 2 weeks or so, to a online space where I had to create my own income, and that was dependent upon me and only me, okay? That was dependent upon me and only me. You see, what's up, my man Osama? Mindset is important. That's right, brother. It can be a big challenge, but it's definitely doable. The second thing, once you have your mindset right, the second thing you need is a system, okay? Now, this is whatever business that you're doing. Hopefully, you have built a system around it, or you have a system that you've tapped into that's already built, okay? So, the system is the next thing you need. Once you find a system, you need to get traffic to it, okay? There's no way around this, folks. There's no way around it. You have to get traffic to your business. If you don't, then you're not going to get the results that you need. All right. And the last thing that I have circled here is cash flow. Okay, I'm real big about cash flow, guys. If cash flow is not coming in at some point of your business, then your business is not going to stay around long. So I like to say both of these go hand in hand. Okay. Usually when you get traffic to your system, the whole goal of it is to create a cash flow. So these go back and forth between each other. Okay. These go back and forth between each other. The system, you need to get traffic to the system in order to create cash flow, in order to create both of these entities going back and forth between each other. And that over time is going to create a massive avalanche of cash flow, which is going to turn into residual income. It depends on what program you're doing. Okay, so for example, one of my big programs, one of my programs that I do, okay, the system is already set up. I found a great program where the system is already set up. All I do is get traffic to it. Osama, you know exactly what I'm talking about, brother, because you're already seeing results with this. So I get traffic to this system. The cash flow comes in, and I keep doing that over and over again. And you know what? It becomes a snowball effect after a while. It becomes a snowball effect after a while. But it all starts right here, guys. A belief level in yourself, in the system, in your ability to execute, and things will start to happen. I can promise you that. I promise you. These little steps right here, they're very small steps. They're very critique steps, but they are very powerful steps. Okay? Follow this stuff, follow this day in and day out, and you will succeed. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If you execute and don't let anyone stand in your way, any circumstance stand in your way, it will happen. I can promise you, I've seen it over and over again. I'm a living witness that it works. Okay, so from now on, this is the model. Okay, again, let me turn my... So we're moving, again, I want to reiterate, we're moving away from revenue sharing programs. All right, now Future Ad Pro is the exception. FutureNet, which is the business, Future Ad Pro, which is the advertising side of the company, is the exception. But the other areas, my paying ads, my paying crypto ads, I will just stay away from those from now on. Okay, I'm going to be sharing some other strategies on my YouTube channel on other ways to bring in cash flow. Okay, so I'm always thinking ahead. I'm always seeing how I can help more people in the process to see better their success along the way and down the road. Okay, so that's the update. That is the real business success debunked. If you follow this, things will start to happen, guys. Excuse me. Things will start to happen. All right. Build an audience. The real key in the end as well, with everything I just showed you, is to build an audience. Build a following. Let people know who you are. Tell your story. Every time I do a video, I'm telling a little bit of my story every single time. But I'm also showing people what I'm doing online, how it's working for me, etc., etc. Attraction marketing is key, guys. Attract the right people to you. I guarantee you, there's somebody out there for you. Everybody has different skills. Maybe you can write. Maybe you're a good speaker. No matter what it is, everyone has a talent. And you can use your talent to your advantage in your business. But you got to be consistent. You got to believe you can do it. You got to be consistent with it, and that is the key. Okay? So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully you have a new outlook of what you need to do moving forward in your business. Do not give up. That is not an option. Okay, we don't give up here in the Passive Income Superstars group. Giving up is not an option. But if you feel like you are going to give up, okay, in your emotional being, okay, and you're deep down in your emotions, Always tell yourself, I'm going to find a way, even if it kills me. Okay. Now we're not talking about physical death here. We're talking about the emotional. Okay. Even if whatever it takes. I used to have these little sticky notes years ago when I was in college. These little sticky notes, and on top of the sticky notes, it said, whatever it takes. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen? If you are, it is going to happen. And one of my favorite sayings, this comes from the Word, this comes from the Bible right here. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. All right. So God bless. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you got a new outlook of what you need to do now. Execute, execute, execute. Don't let anything stand in your way. Times will be hard, but that is going to make you stronger. All right. So take care. God bless. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.